to them running back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts making their way out, and it's Jacoby Brissett under center. Andrew Luck's surprise retirement back in late August had opened the door for Brissett to once again assume command of this Indy offense. Remember, he led them through the 2017 season as well. And now with a new contract in tow, he is the man for the foreseeable future. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Brissett to throw on first. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Max Crosby in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, it's Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back to nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack on first down, Carr. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. On second down, it's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 52.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Fights him off. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Brissett now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st.
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Richard. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Carr going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on third down, Carr. And that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Dawson's kick is up and through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Tyrell Williams heading back out on the field now. You would have to think nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Carr out a throw. Complete to Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Carr. He's going to air one out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come to halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run by Mack to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. On 3rd down, Brissett completes it to Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
59. I'm going to come back to you. 59.
A first down throw for Brissett. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He gets this one to Garcon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Carr now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We got this.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. It's caught by Garcon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Pierre Garcon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. His first carry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Ebron's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now Carr, it's a screen to Richard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr to throw again. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Brissett now finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Brissett to throw on first. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll throw again. Brissett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first and 10, Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second and 10, Carr. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Come on now, let's go.